Hey there. Good afternoon. Happy Wednesday. I'm gonna run across the street. Hey, JK. Happy Wednesday, you guys. I'm in Pasadena today. Wanted to get out of the city, a whole 12 miles away, although it feels like... Oh, is it too loud? So we are in Pasadena. I figured we'd go through Old Town and grab something to eat and maybe go to Pawnee. Just kidding. Go to the lovely City Hall. It's really lovely. And I don't know. Not sure I want to eat yet. Cheesecake Factory is definitely off the list. There's a burger place, old-timey burger place. We'll probably get some food at. Has a nice little outdoor seating area, so we'll try to explore the shopping streets. Some little architecture. I can't remember what street Millionaires Row is on, but like I think every street in Pasadena is Millionaires Row. We're gonna start off on the Colorado Street Bridge, which has a lovely other name. Supposedly haunted by people who have met their untimely end here. So I don't know if we want to walk the whole thing, but we might walk a little bit of it just to get the view of the Arroyo Seco and then head back. I tried to park at the, complete disclosure, full disclosure here, I did not take the train. You can take the train out here, no problem. I just wanted to drive today. It's a really foggy day. Also, kind of nice. As you can see, the sky is gray up ahead. And as you might also be able to tell, this bridge has had its share of untimely demises, shall we say. So, I don't even think it was chain linked when I used to drive here like 10 or 15 years ago, so I'm not really sure if jumpings had increased. It's really beautiful. There are actually benches built in, a stone wall, and then it looks like they tried to put up a fence here and then another fence. It really is a shame that we can't see down into the Arroyo Seco. At the end of this, you can walk down a staircase to the Arroyo Seco. If you guys are interested in that, we can do that sometime. But yeah, fabulous Beaux Arts bridge that we're not getting a very great view of. Kind of notorious to Angelenos and Pasadenians. So we're just circling back, heading right into Old Town Pasadena. We're going to start at the top of Colorado Boulevard where the Rose Bowl starts. So at some point in every December, just up here where the street light is, they start setting up bleachers for the Rose Bowl parade. I would just love one portion of that house, like that top portion right there. So Pasadena is really a cute city, I have to say. It has maintained all of its kind of California charm. Got a couple modern buildings downtown, but it still feels like yesteryear. And then the brown condos. All right. So how is everybody doing this Wednesday, this gloomy LA Wednesday, or Pasadena Wednesday as the case would be? Hey yo, Joey B, we are in Pasadena for a little stroll. I'm gonna go see Pawnee. We're gonna go to City Hall. We're gonna walk down Colorado Boulevard. We're gonna walk down Holly. Look at the cute little shopping oasis this is. Welcome, welcome. All over LA you see these, listen to the bird song. These signs, these are for filmings. I feel like the Huntington is a trip in itself, for sure. I want to go to the Huntington. Maybe 2 more weeks. Like everything is starting to look pretty lush and green right now. Although I do love the cactus garden. So, I promise you it'll get a little more interesting as we get closer to the shopping area. Hey Cecilia, thanks for joining. I was actually thinking of you. I think you had mentioned Pasadena. So this is where all the bleachers get set up for the Rose Bowl, right across from the Norton Simon Museum, as well as right over here. It's really kind of gray today. But I definitely want to go to the Huntington Garden. So, Norton Simon Museum, just FYI, is not open on Monday, I don't think, or maybe it's just closed. When I was looking for parking, well, here is the van pool feed for the Rose Bowl. It's a Universal, NBC, ABC, KTLA. That's where their booths are allowed to be, I guess. So this is an elk lodge. I think I called it a VFW lodge. I kind of love this colonial style building. Are there? I really want to go to Sedona. I really want to see a UAP. I hear it's a hot spot. Are there still elks? I mean, there must be, because this is still a Elks Lodge. Sedona is amazing. I just really want to be somewhere where we can kind of see the night sky. I mean, we do get to see some stars and planets. However, they're pretty muted. So here we are on Colorado Boulevard, the very beginning, where the fancy car dealers are. No, I definitely don't want to go in the summer months. I can't stand that kind of heat. Anything above 90, and then not necessarily the desert, but sometimes if you add like humidity, I'm literally just not doing well. Yeah. And there's a Bentley dealer, and then Volvo, and Porsche. I was behind a vintage Porsche on the way here. I'm always afraid to like accidentally run into the back of them. Who lives in Sedona? Don't a lot of the tech people live there? If so, that's why it's so expensive, because you can build a bunker there. Yeah, I don't think it's good for your nervous system to be that hot, or your heart. I also don't think it's great to be freezing cold all the time. I am not freezing today. I have a t-shirt, a nylon jacket, and a puffer on. I don't know what the temperature is, but I'm gonna check right now. I'm also gonna start my watch, because that's always interesting to know. It's 64 degrees, but it really feels like it's 50s. Okay. All right, thank you. If I don't start my walk, I never know how far I walk on these walks. There are a lot of fancy spas. So we're gonna walk over the 210. I worked in Pasadena for a while. The really nice thing about living in Los Angeles or Hollywood or Silver Lake and working in Pasadena is it's literally the reverse commute. No traffic. So here is Old with an E, Town with an E, Pasadena. We are at the very beginning on Colorado Boulevard. We're going to walk up to the City Hall Dome, which was on Parks and Recreation. I might get a manicure. No, I'm kidding. I wonder what craft people and sewing people are doing now. Like, Joann's is closing. There's a couple of paper sources in LA that kind of closed. Are people just not doing crafts like that anymore? So here's Pasadena Avenue, Colorado Boulevard. We're gonna cross the street if we can, and we can. There's shopping down there. We'll walk back that way. But we'll start off on this side, on the Rivian showroom. Let me know if you guys want to try a test drive. I'm just kidding. They probably have something to clip your camera in. Hey, Carla. Welcome, thanks for joining. Hey, if this is your first time here, always cute windows at the paper stores. Bunnies and whatnot. If this is your first time here, please like and subscribe. And if you subscribe, please chat. We would love that. We really love the connection. Standard fare, Free People, Urban Outfitters, The Shade Store, Giant Banana Republic. Hey BD, thanks. I just ordered some. As soon as I get it, the sample stuff. Although I've seen their work before, so I'm really confident. I'm gonna try to give some away. I think I would love to get something done local, but I don't want to get a business license and blah 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 blah, blah however that works. Thanks. I'm really into the patch, I have to say. I'm going to do a different one for every season. And I ordered a hat for sure. I really like the patched stuff. It's orderable now. I just want to dip up here because I was walking really slow. This Forever 21. I wish we could look in the windows. It used to be a Saks Fifth Avenue, and it was the fanciest Forever 21 you've ever seen. Looks like it's not forever. That building is the old Saks Fifth Avenue. It's really glamorous. The street that it borders is Holly, so we might walk back Holly. It's obviously not a Saks Fifth Avenue anymore. It's a empty shell, but it was a Forever 21. It was the nicest Forever 21 I ever saw. Old Town, a little more historic. I actually think one of the places I'm thinking of eating at is that place, that little hamburger place over there. It's been around forever. It's really delicious, but somehow it doesn't look open. That was the place in my mind, but there are other places to eat. There are a lot of places to eat. So here's like a little alleyway. I think, back in the olden days of shopping, there used to be way more stuff back here. Now I just look like I'm filming these poor people. Please bear with. Something's coming. Pasadena is kind of generally pretty chill. I wanted to actually walk up here to see if maybe I could find a easy place to eat. I can't go into the Patagonia store because I have a Columbia jacket on. So we're walking from Colorado. This is Smith Alley, obviously. We're walking from Colorado. This is Holly. We're gonna take a right at the corner. I know you're dying to see the Container Store, but this street, Holly, is also lined with little shops and places to eat. It's a really cute downtown, Pasadena. Pasadena is 12 miles, but I made this announcement in the beginning. I actually drove here. To get to Pasadena on public transportation is fairly easy. You have to go to 7th Street Metro Station and then change the Gold Line. So what I thought, the reason why I actually drove today was I thought it would be kind of fun to, on the way home, make a short of the drive sped up. So I wanted to drive today. But normally I would have just taken the train. So much easier. It was probably cheaper. I found some cheap parking though. This used to be a giant J. Crew, which I loved because it had such a big back room. It always had stuff on sale. So we're on Fair Oaks. Just for S's and G's, we're going to do a diagonal cross. Pretend the parade is marching down the street. Thanks. Let me know if you need another size or color. Let me get you guys I'll put up a discount coupon before anybody orders anything. So hang tight. There's a little appreciation. Where are you going on vacation? I'm jealous. I know we were gonna go away this weekend, but we actually hadn't planned anything yet because we're California slackers. But don't worry. We say we're gonna talk about it every night, and we never do. Oh, there's a hustler of Hollywood here. Seems a little risky for Pasadena. Pasadena's a little more conservative than Los Angeles. So that paper source that we started off at, I worked for them for a long time, and that was one of the stores I ran. And they had a lot of political stuff in the paper source back in the day when it was still run by the woman who started it, who was a ballsy, outspoken, Tia Maria in your car spilling kind of lady. So she would buy all kinds of crazy political stuff. Look at that clock tower. We'll walk up there too. Crazy political stuff, but like for both sides, Republican and Democrat. Or in this day, Obama and McCain, whoever was running, and George Bush. And people would come in there and complain about it. I ran the store in Orange County as well, and we had an eraser with the word SH and then an asterisk and the word T on it, and they had to pull it off the floor. Didn't even have the whole word. There's just plenty of little cute places to congregate and park. Oh, you told me that, the art festival. You know, we all have the thing about, interesting thing about YouTube is that we all have the ability to post stuff, even whether we host a channel or not, which I find kind of interesting. It's got like this, for the old folks, such as me, this little Facebook kind of thing. You can't get too sassy or personal. Or I guess you could. So I decided to slow down because I felt like we were stalking this guy in the hot pants. I'm gonna throw out my gum, which hopefully you didn't hear me smacking on. I will check it out. I find it amazing in this day and age that when we don't have barely any bookstores, that we have a Steinway piano showroom. That's kind of weird. So Pasadena is also super duper hot in the summertime. Like just unnatural. I used to walk from that paper source all the way to a Bank of America to do deposits and would come back sweated out. And that building doesn't look so old or new. That building looks new, sorry. I'm just gonna say something that I would have cursed me. So far, really nice signal in Pasadena. We haven't dipped below 5,000. Some art. The street the shops kind of ebb and flow. There are spots where they just kind of peter out a little bit. I'll look it up online for sure. I love art shows. So this is Marengo. This is actually the street that the City Hall is up in. We'll go there as we circle back. I never lived in Pasadena. I've always lived pretty much in Hollywood or Silver Lake. I don't know if you were asking me, but I'm gonna answer like it's all about me. Sorry, it's not. Look at these. Pasadena is just kind of classy. I love this restaurant, by the way. It's a Brazilian restaurant. I worked here, and honestly, the best thing about Pasadena is, I mentioned this earlier on, so sorry, is a reverse commute. Oh, they got a West Elm now. It has still a little of that old money vibe. Also, it was kind of like There's a pretty famous bunch of like a playhouse here where people from the movies would go and be actors on the stage. That's their post office. I really love that building, and part of me really loves the Lego looking building next to it. So we're gonna dip in here, and that's why we didn't go to the City Hall yet. This is a little plaza, movie theater, bunch of restaurants, kind of always empty. And so they built this whole thing around this back building here. I'm not as great with the history of Pasadena as I am with Los Angeles. And there's Tokyo Wacko, which is super yummy. Good afternoon. So it's a whole little mall. I kind of want to walk towards, oh my gosh, it's America's Got Talent. Oh my god. Somebody's got a lot of cologne on. I think so too, but there used to be a lot more people. I just remember walking that street and sweating in the summertime. So, oh goodness, here's America's Got Talent. And I think they're setting up for to drum or something. This is the Pasadena Auditorium, obviously historic, or rather the auditorium of the city of Pasadena. Let's check this out. Oh my god, it worked. The closer thing actually worked. Just remind me to turn it off. Or maybe they're filming the commercial. Is this going to be like waiting for them to do that star? I might not want to stand still for too long here. Could be boring. But definitely America's Got Talent. All right, cute. Let's go. If I hear drumming, I'll turn around. It looks like it was going to be something like that. So here's a spa and shops and the Equinox Gym. I feel like also El Cholo, which is great. Oh, they're starting. I forgot to also make it smaller. Let's just go see what kind of magic happens here. If you're bored, just let me know. King Taco. I could eat a taco every day of the week. I am not a patient person. We missed out on this crazy dance thing. But I don't want you to hear the song rising up. Da, 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 da. I'm gonna sing so it doesn't get a copyright. It's a song that's about an eye and a tiger. I think you know the song. I think you could sing along. Rage. Right, all right. Rising up. Not the original Rocky, though. Like Rocky 2 or 3. I think the one with Dolph Lundgren. You know, Cecilia, not today, but we're going to go to a vegan place. I've kind of looked some up so that on Wednesday, we can do some veggies. We've been making veggie sandwiches all week, actually. Lettuce, assorted lettuce, provolone cheese, this vinaigrette I bought. It's called Barcelona vinaigrette from Cindy's Kitchen. She's not paying me. And then in a pita pocket. So good. This used to be Victoria's Secret. Really, what's gonna happen? Like, malls are kind of dying. I mean, not kind of. How do you guys feel about that? I mean, I don't go to the mall that often, but at holiday time, Christmas time, holiday time, I really like the hustle and bustle of shoppers. All right, I'm walking to the end here, and then we're gonna walk back up. Buttercup for the modern baby. Look like very expensive strollers. Although I don't know I know there's that expensive stroller with like golden wings on it. A $4,000 stroller. It's crazy. You want to be 175? I'm 5'10" and a half, maybe 11, and I'm 159. I want to be 155. I mean, I don't care. Actually, 159 is nice. It's the same weight I've been since I was 19. Or it's the same weight I was when I was like 19. You can get little lifts for your shoes. I would love to be 6 feet tall. I thought about getting something like that. But it would be kind of like the male equivalent of stuffing your brassiere. Hey, LA Unknown. Is that a new prefix? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for being here. We are in Pasadena. When I worked here, one of the managers that I managed could never spell Pasadena right. No judgment. So they always spelt it Pasdensa, Pasdensa. And so every once in a while I might say that. I thought it was funny. So we're walking to this big building with the lighthouse on it, or with the turret on top of it. And then we're going to turn around and go to Pasadena City Hall. But I also want to be able to wiggle up and down these side streets because, again, more so than where we walk in Hollywood, Pasadena is really old-timey. So welcome everybody. We are in Pasadena. Thanks for joining today on a dreary Wednesday, although I'm kind of enjoying it. It is 64 or 63 degrees here. Let me see if our temperature is right. This might be only set up for Los Angeles. It is only set up for Los Angeles. It's cooler in Los Angeles. So I just want to take one look at this lovely church. I do love a cool building. Pasadena is really lovely. Also, living in East Hollywood, I would come here before I would probably go to the Grove if I wanted to go shopping. Actually, go to Glendale. This looks like it's right out of Harry Potter. This is the First United Methodist Church. I feel like I'm in another country. Their doors are open, which is really welcoming. I would love to see inside of it. But that's probably like offices. There's the old Star News building, the Pasadena Star News. Right in the center. There we go. There's the bus to Azusa, but you just missed it. So let's focus on this side. Here's Patio World. They have no sales tax. I love Arcadia, actually, also. Has a cute downtown. A little downtown. And also the Arboretum. It's awesome. The Arboretum has the house from Fantasy Island in it. Oh, that's really sweet. Thank you, Chop Suey. So here, the Presbyterian across the street. We're at Madison. And here is the Earth Cafe. So my mother used to love the Earth Cafe, even though she didn't live here. I think Oprah loved the Earth Cafe, maybe that's why. But what if, I almost swore, I almost F-bombed. What a beautiful building. So I'm going to try to capture this sidewalk cafe without being too obtrusive to these people enjoying it. But this is pretty picturesque, I think. And here we go. That guy made me want a blueberry muffin, and I don't even know if he was eating a blueberry muffin, but sometimes a muffin is just perfect. Up here on the left is the famous Pasadena Playhouse. Oh my god, I thought it was the same guy that we were behind earlier. Have you guys ever gone to Tender Greens? I love Tender Greens. Alright, we'll cross the street and take a look at the Pasadena Playhouse. Then we're going to circle back to City Hall and see if we can find Leslie Knope. It's doubtful. I'm not sure where KROQ is. TBH. Beautiful Art Deco building, which it looks like it got a couple modern kisses. If it's, oh, it smells steaky right here. Maybe we should see a movie here, Joe. Discounted movies. Vroman's Bookstore, also a downtown Pasadena staple. Oh, it's a Landmark Theater. How is it even still open? Landmark is... So we're just going to check it out. But Landmark is the theater near my house. The Cinerama Dome was a Landmark Theater. Oh, it's open. Definitely. So this is another little area, the Paseo, and Vroman's Bookstore. Pasadena is extremely accessible by train. Once again, lazy Charlie, I drove here today. Usually I never drive to my walks, and this is super easy to get to. By the way, like really easy to get to. You take the Red Line train to 7th Street Metro Center, and then boom. So yet another little cute place to hang out. It looks like Neverland and Emerald City are this way, and Lilliput is that way. You know how we feel about Judy, so let's go see if we can find Emerald City. This is Andalusia. So we just walked by the Pasadena Auditorium. A lot of famous stuff has happened there. So they've held the Grammys, other awards shows. These are people that have played at the Pasadena Playhouse. I'm trying to find a name that we might know. I thought I saw one coming up. Maroney Olsen, Jody Gilbert, Al Pacino. There we go. Don Epps, I know also. Jamie Farr. There's a couple Barrymores at the bottom also. I started on that bridge. What I'm gonna do, because I drove here today, is I'm gonna strap my camera on and I'm going to record my drive home in 4K, and I'm gonna make a short from it, which I will drive over that bridge. Maybe I'll just edit the bridge part out and make that its own short. I'm trying to be more engaging by doing shorts. So I'm gonna walk up to Union, check out some old Spanish style architecture, and then we're gonna walk right up to City Hall. I just want them to look good, the shorts. The last short I did, which was the 7-hour one that I boiled down to 60 seconds, walking from Hollywood to Santa Monica. Like, the day I uploaded it, I got a message that they were having issues uploading from iOS, and things were like in 360, and it looked like it never upgraded to HD, I mean. Thanks. I would love the building if I could have one of those decks. I mean, I love it anyway, but I wonder how safe those decks are. Huh? Maybe? I'm gonna walk anyway. I didn't press the button. So we're on Union, making our way to City Hall. I almost would rather see Adam Scott because I have a couple questions. I just finished watching Severance. And I heard Ben Stiller say on the radio that we're not going to have to wait another 3 years for the next one. That's good because I practically completely forgot the first one. I had to research what I was seeing to make sure I understood. You know, in 4th grade, I got a geography certificate and a map certificate. That's the year that we learn about our state. And I don't know, I'm really a pretty good navigator. Well, maybe that's not true, ask Joe. I also usually take the most ridiculous way places, the most back-assed, slow way. The Severance finale, was a little slightly heartbreaking, right? Just the last couple minutes. And now I can't wait for it to come on again. I didn't say anything about what happened. I just said the last couple minutes were kind of heartbreaking. I'm very careful not to spoil anything for anybody. The cliffhanger aspect of it was perfect. It just needs to not be even a year. You know, like the olden days, you'd have to wait a couple months. The summer season. I feel like, people watch it, so who am I? But I feel like my memory isn't that good for remembering something from 3 years ago. I literally had to watch the recap and look it up on the internet. I almost walked on a green arrow. So hey, thank you so much for joining today while I'm waiting to cross the street. Let me remind you, if you're here the first time, we're walking in LA, and we would love for you to subscribe and like and join the chat. So here's my CTA, I guess they call it, call to action. I really appreciate you all. Alright, City Hall straight ahead, a couple more blocks till we get there. Thanks, BD. There's another TV show on, this is why I had a hard time getting back into it. I've told this story before, so sorry. There's another show on Apple TV Plus where they also live underground, or they live underground, like The Silo. I only remembered it right now because what's her face from, that's really mean to say, the girl from Blackish is on it, and also she's on Parks and Rec. I can't remember why I don't remember her name right now. Anyway, she's in this TV show. So I fell asleep when I was watching the first episode of the new season of Severance, and then when I woke up, this show about The Silo was on, and they were talking about, is this a city? Sorry. they were talking about going up, like, and I was wholeheartedly confused. I am going to just do this. All right, jaywalking in Pasadena. It might be a crime still here. All right, almost to Pawnee. This is a beautiful, beautiful building. And I was trying to create my scene for this morning, and I was reading about this only cost $1.3 million to build in I forgot what year they built it on. It's like $1.3 million. Hey, Brandon, welcome, welcome. We are in Pasadena, California. Not getting hit by monster trucks. I wish it was a little brighter out today than it is, but it's really comfy and lovely walking weather. California Pizza Kitchen, which I will not be eating there today. The mural is beautiful. So that is the USC Pacific Asia Museum. We'll look at it when we get across the street. It's a really interesting piece of architecture. Why not? We kept going downtown. I thought this would be more fun, Brave Bull. Welcome, welcome. And it's also like a nice temperature to walk around Pasadena, which can get kind of hot. The one thing that we're missing out on is seeing the mountains that surround this city. I got one more surprise in my pocket too, besides Pasadena. Hey, Daniel Smith, welcome. Thank you so much. Oh no, the architecture in Pasadena is really lovely also. It's such a well-preserved city. It is a little... Only thing I can say about Pasadena is the heat. I would never live here because the heat in the summertime. I had a non-air-conditioned car when I worked here. It was horrible. When you would drive from East LA into Eagle Rock, it was like Satan just opened up the oven. And it was just a dry heat. Like a hairdryer in your face. It is crazy expensive, Pasadena. Also, it's the place to get a parking ticket and get pulled over by the police rather easily. Reputation had it. Yeah, we live in East LA, like... No, it's definitely East LA. But not East LA from the Cheech and Chong song, like East Hollywood is probably the better thing to say. It's probably more accurate, actually. I'm not really fond of the color of Pepto-Bismol, but this building is pretty cool. Have you guys, you never pay parking tickets? I try not to. But you can't register your car if you have unpaid parking tickets. Don't tell me you don't register your car. Hey Daniel, the typer is a second person. I want to make sure that I'm able to say hi and respond to all of you guys, but I'm kind of clumsy, so the typer makes sure to thank and greet. That typer is Joe, and he's usually with me typing. Whoa, sorry.
Wait, 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 wait.
I used to work like off La Brea, and you had to move your car like every 3 effing hours, and I had a bunch of parking tickets. I'd get a parking ticket every month, practically. And when I went to register my car, I still had one unpaid, and the registration went from like $300 to like $900 because the parking ticket was so old. It's terrible. Parking tickets are ridiculous. That is robbery. Give somebody a $20 parking ticket for misparking. That's kind of a smack on the hand and a little bit fair-ish, but $75? And then if you don't pay it, $200? And LA has such crappy streets. Like, what is the money going to? I know we're $1 billion deficit, but... So if you look up City Hall, you will see that everybody loves to get their bridal shots here. I want to approach it, but I also want you to see this lovely little garden here, another place you could sit, but you can't skateboard or bicycle. We're behind the California Pizza Kitchen, by the way. Maybe we will go there. So we've got a lovely dragonfly fountain up there. A little froggy. No swimming. Just a reminder. All right. Oh, hold on. I didn't mean to do that. We've got somebody here in a lovely gown. Take a look at the towers. Nobody else has thrown coins into this fountain, so I think I'm not going to do that. All right. So let's cross the street. Let's take all of this in. No commentary. Sin commentaire. As Joe likes to say, here they are, getting engaged. It was natural. Here's the one to make a wish on. Let me know if you see Leslie Knope. a lot, but I just know that Parks and Recreation was the TV show. They used this as their office. There's the gray sky you wanted to see. Oh, thank you so much. I don't have a coin to make that wish for you. But I do too wish. So what a really lovely spot. This is much nicer than DTLA, which just looks so government-y. It's crazy because the Beverly Hills police station is also super lovely. And they could have been more official. I love a hallway like this. Wait, which Nutty Professor? Eddie Murphy or Jerry Lewis? There's the Pawnee ATM. And then here's a Discover Pasadena booth. So we're gonna walk sorry. There's my lovely Minnesota accent. We're gonna walk back through. To just truly appreciate this building. I'm going to try to get a nice center version. I've only seen the 1966 version, to be honest with you. Slow. So ornate. I wish this ladder wasn't here. I'm going to walk back through. I'm going to climb the ladder and go down the other side. The clock is correct, by the way. Cinderella. She looks great. the beautiful dress color also. If I were going to have a quinceañera photo, quinceañera, yeah, I said it, I would want the most giant, sparkly dress also. Tastefully done, much like hers. There's definitely plenty of parking in this area for filming. Nice wide streets. Now, I'm not a Pasadenean again. I think this is the public library. I had to come to Pasadena for some reason. Oh, I got a fix-it ticket once. The police officer didn't show up, so whatever I was supposed to have had fixed was kind of erased. Let's cross the street here, look at these buildings. We're gonna go back down and dip onto Holly, which is another cute, or Green Street rather, which is another cute shopping area. Not the library. This is the City of Pasadena Permit Center. And that's the library. Like when you are driving and your blinker or your directional, same thing. When you're driving, like let's say a tail light is out, they give you a ticket and give you like a couple of days to fix it. Or it becomes like a ticket that you need to pay for. It's the only time it ever happened. I waited to get my car registered and like 2 months. And I got pulled over in Pasadena. I got my tag the next day. Anyway. I feel like I got one in Massachusetts or New Hampshire also for a tail light being out. But I think like what happens if it's like a car part, you just get it fixed and have like the mechanic sign off and mail it in or something like that. Joe is working from home today. I really love when he comes with me, but I'm gonna just charge right now, sorry. Let me know if the sound changes. Sorry. Okay, let me know if, yeah, I actually saved half the bottle of beet juice. So punchy and sweet it is. So this is Marengo. Beautiful little historic buildings. Hey Monica, welcome, welcome. We are in Pasadena today. Thanks for joining. So we walked down Colorado Boulevard, went to see City Hall. We are now going to retrace our steps and find a place to get some food. There is City Hall one more time because it's beautiful, and why not? I'll try to go up so we can see the top of it. Adorable. All right. I haven't been here, well, I was here maybe in the past year. I wonder what this building is that they're gonna tear down, it looks like. I love those doors, window doors. I wonder what that building is. I just can't quite see it, but into the church. Sorry if I'm making you sick. I just want to get in everything. Here's more of this church. Like a mission style Spanish church. They are. I like to think of Altadena as like Pasadena's more affordable cousin. Altadena's a lovely, lovely, lovely community. Hey MJ, we are in Pasadena. Hey Ty, happy Wednesday. The Royal Parkway is coming up here. This is where the light rail is, but I also think where the subway is. If you wanted to take the gold line out here. I think a bunch of chats just went up that I missed, so I'm sorry if someone asked a question. I'll try to rewind. BD, you said something about names. All right, here's King Taco. Let's see, I feel like somebody's jumping up and down and waiting inside there. But I could grab some tacos. I'm gonna go inside, I think, and get a couple tacos from King Taco, and then go back to that place where I can eat them. Might get a Diet Coke too. It's really weird because there's a lot of ritzy area, and then Old Town for a while was a bit sketchy from what I hear. Also, you have to press the button if you want the crosswalks to work here. Okay, there's King Taco, and it has 2 doors. So let's see what they got so I can make up my mind before I go in. I really just want tacos. Tamales, flautas, nachos, drinks, sopes. I feel like I'm going to be waiting a while though. Do you guys really want to go in there and wait while I wait for my tacos? Because I will go. Unless the security tells me that I can't film in there and the line just got longer. We'll circle. Tacos would be the easiest though. Let me see if I could order online and walk back and pick them up. I'm just above Colorado Boulevard. It's right there. I will go. Let me know if I'm going in the wrong direction. Hey Jay, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that. Great to see you. What is Lucky Boy? I'll dip back up to Colorado Boulevard. I want to take the next left to show you the Castle Green. This is like a magical building. Hey Ricky. Barney's Beanery. Noodle Street. I could totally get a Jamba Juice. So this is Raymond. I love Pasadena too. It is kind of the definition of the word quaint. Especially with the addition of the Hustler Superstore, that just makes it like a Old Town USA. I know, it's kind of hard to choose. Also, I eat tacos so often. But actually, it's kind of great because then you can kind of compare the different tacos. I ate tacos last week. And also like the next day and maybe another day. But on stream, we ate the tacos. So I just find this building mesmerizing. It's apartments. It might even be senior living now. This, if you're a crafter, is Stats, which is an insane store that has a Christmas room in it year round. And we're gonna cross the street. It is an amazing building, right? I should have crossed the street already. There are actually a ton of bookstores in Pasadena. Vroman's is on Colorado Boulevard, and on the street behind, there are a couple of like cool bookstores. I haven't seen any record stores here. You can get on a train and come back to Los Angeles proper for the record stores. So I think this is a senior community at this point. I don't know what it originally was. They're filming something here. I can see the Quixote bathrooms. Sorry, I'm trying to get... There are a lot of vintage stores here. The thing about vintage stores here is that people know what the stuff is worth. I would want this to be my apartment, this little part that hangs over the sidewalk of Castle Green. I just walked by King Taco. It looks like there were maybe 4 people in line and the line was not moving. So let's peek over the fence. Just gorgeous. And whenever you see these bathrooms, you know there's filming somewhere. It's probably to the right or in this park. So we walk by Sunset Studios all the time. Those are the studios that are on Gower. Oh yeah, they're filming something over there. I'm not gonna get that close to it. We wanna look at this cool building. So I don't know if I said this 14 times or not at all, but I think this is senior living now. You know, if anybody deserves it, it's seniors. Filming in the park. I've never actually walked behind this building before. I've only ever looked at the front of it. How magnificent. Pasadena has a lovely like nightlife, like restaurant kind of nightlife. Hey Stephs, I'm happy to show Pasadena. It's definitely worth walking around, and it's plenty to walk around in also, which is great. It's not like I want to go to Westwood also, but it's kind of a short commute a short walk without getting into the car and driving to the next spot. Like this is like an old town, easy to get around in. So we're Fair Oaks and Dayton. I want to get to Green, so we're gonna cross back up here. There is no trolley here, but up ahead is the Gold Line train station, which connects to the Red Line. Gold Line, which connects to the Red Line, which goes to LA. Also, the Gold Line might go to Santa Monica, too. Florida really does free transportation right. This cute little place. I'm starving. Not starving, but... Let's see what we got here for foods. I love both Pasadena and Burbank. I just think it's a little too hot here in the summertime. When it gets hot in LA, it's scorching in Pasadena. All right, here's a taco place. It looks like there's outdoor seating, which could be really nice. Hey, Love Perp, I just started talking to you without saying hi, I'm sorry. Welcome, thanks for being here. Let's see. Tacos needs, there's no one in line. So, burritos. Sada bowl. Where are the tacos? Alright, also slow. I might just... Oh, Beard Papa. Maybe I'll just go to Beard Papa and eat some profiteroles, or puff pastry. I'm gonna go back to that taco place. I really do want tacos. Maybe we'll go back to... Where's the other restaurant? I do not like lengua. I have a very, childlike palate when it comes to weird meats. Like tongue and brain. You can go to Cheesecake Factory. Just kidding. Okay. The Cheesecake Factory looks slammin', and Joseph would really be mad if I went to the Cheesecake Factory without him. That's our special date night. Kidding. But we do love some Cheesecake Factory sometimes. I'm actually ashamed to admit that. So it looks like our burger place is gone. They had the best fries. Oh, Taco Libra. Maybe this is the place to go to. I think so. I'll go here. Let's get tacos here. And hopefully, so I'm gonna just hide the camera. Hang tight, tacos coming. Hi there. Could I please get a crispy taco? Oh, sorry, I just lost the tacos. Yeah, a crispy taco with, I guess, asada or beef, and then a regular taco with asada. No, birria, and then a Diet Coke, please.
You only got Diet Pepsi, is that fine?
Yeah, that's fine.
For you?
For here, please. I'll sit outside.
11 o'clock?
Thank you so much.
Want your receipt?
Well, thank you so much. All right. So let's go sit outside and wait for tacos and stare at the street people. I mean, you know what I'm saying. Burke Williams is still around here somewhere, right? It is just around the corner. So I probably picked the place with maybe not the cutest little, whatever you want to call it, view. But it's still kind of nice. I wonder if they bring the tacos to me or I go back and get them. I don't know what a... Oh, do you think a crunchy taco, though, is like a taco in a crunchy shell? Or do you think it's like a special, like, chalupa style taco? That's what I was thinking in my head. Again, I have like the taste of a second grader. Excellent. Puffy taco, that's what I'm hoping. Puffy taco, that's what I saw in my head. Like deep fried taco. Again, that's what I imagined. I don't want like a... Should I get an order to go, Joe? I don't want like one of those Ortega tacos that I grew up with. I think we might call that a gringo taco. I will be a sweetheart. I just don't know the protocol. I would rather pick my order up. Kind of. I saw a recipe for homemade chicken nuggets. It was a short, a YouTube short, and I was like, I'm gonna make those. It looked really good. But I'm not usually a nugget orderer. But I would make them from scratch. You know, what is it? What's that brand that they have in the grocery store? Not like you put like shredded lettuce in. Ortega. It's Ortega. They're gringo tacos. I never really liked tacos until I came to California and had them in the delicious soft shell. So I just said I ate tacos last week, and here I am eating tacos again. Just want you to know how often I eat tacos. A lot. That's me. I think you just called my name. I'll be right back. I'm taking you with me though. Thank you so much. Could I just drink? Sorry.
No, this one is very fat. You said Diet Pepsi, right?
Yeah, thank you so much. Got the spiciest. Thank you so much. Wish me luck. I got it myself. I carried it out. I took 2 straws. Apology video later. I'll put one back. So the crunchy taco is in fact a crunchy taco. Let me get that into focus there. So I added the accoutrements and the straw. That's one of my 2 straws. So $3.50. Birria, which is that one, and then non-gringo puffy taco. I got the spiciest salsa you can get. Homemade chip. Let me see if I can get it to crunch. ASMR style. I want you to see these tacos. Salsa roja. Sometimes when Joe gets tacos, he is really good at getting all the accoutrements. I'm gonna try the crunchy taco first. Actually, it's fried. It's not an Ortega shell. I'm wearing half the taco on my pants. It's so good. I'm really glad though I bought like stain stick. So slow. It is really close up. The chips always need salt. Do you guys have an air fryer? I'm glad they added the music. I hope you can hear it. I feel like it is worth the calories. I forget that you can't see when I pull it over here. Mmm. Mmm. Chips do need salt. I kind of prefer when things have less salt though. So I'm gonna have YouTube replace this with a different song. So I'm gonna try the birria. I'm coughing because the salsa's so hot. Um, all of a sudden I feel like everybody has birria. All of a sudden. So spicy for this gringo. Sorry, I'm trying to like go down on, you know what I'm saying? Go down on the tacos. All right, birria. I'm about to have a lap full of onion. And I might sneeze from this spicy sauce. Oh, there was lettuce on it. Just like Mama used to do. There we go. I'm gonna take the plate for 1 minute. Mmm. This one, sorry. The birria is really salty in a good way. So, the first taco place that we went to that had the line, King Taco, I've heard about them for years, and people mention them all the time. And I'm gonna go back and try that. It just looked like they were struggling in there. In the second taco place, 2 tacos were $10.50. And these were $3.50 each, which is what we paid at the taco truck last week. They only have churros for dessert. I would love a custard or a rice pudding. Oh my god. So satiated. Sorry, Joe. We have King Taco in LA too, though. I'm. My mouth is so burning right now, don't be too jealous. I'm kind of done. I feel like I wasted that salsa. So this place is called Taco Libra. And we're gonna skedaddle now. Yeah, my mouth is burning. That's my mess. Pretty pitiful. I'd show you the grease stain on my spot, but it's in a precarious grease stain on my pants, but it's in a precarious spot. I went back inside. I just left the camera on a table. I did eat those chips all the way to the trash bin. So I feel terrible because I'm usually a little bit neater of an eater. So, Taco Libra. Pretty delicious, actually. And I guess it was better than going to the burger place that's not open anymore. So I'm gonna go right. We already walked this way, but I want to go down the parallel street to Colorado because it's kind of a cute walk. And here's the Cheesecake Factory because I know you wanted to see it again. Mary, welcome, welcome. Happy to see you today. And hey, let me take a second to please ask if there is anybody not to like and subscribe. We appreciate the support. I hope they are as delicious as the tacos I ate. Also, the nice thing about tacos is they're small. I just ate two, what I felt like was tiny tacos, and I'm kind of full. Kind of. My usual order is like 4 tacos, though. I can always grab you tacos again on the way home, or Taco Bell, because I drove. So these tacos are really expensive. But maybe that's Neza is a chef that I don't know. So this is Green Street. And we're gonna take a right onto there's the Brooklyn Square pizza place. No more pizza. My mouth is burning. So hardcore. If that's even a saying. So this is Green Street.
But no, that's like
Another little shopping area. Little swank. You got Roche Bobois. Again, the street's lined with like little places to get drinks. If you are staying in Pasadena, it's a cute little area. Old Town. So all of these streets, all of these, like, there's little alleys that lead also back to Colorado. We walked through one earlier. It's a really cool little spot. Wow. What a cute little spot. It smells like a cigar down here. I don't hate a cigar, it's just a weird thing to smell. Oh, I was like, it's a tavern. It smells like a... Oh, that's why. It's a cigar shop. You could smell it from the other side. Oh, that's jam-packed with smokers. Buco de Beppo. And then kind of boring on the other end. Hola. Thank you. Nice to see you, Aaron. Thanks for joining us. What a cute little electric car. I really love these. When I got my non-electric accidentally hybrid car, I shouldn't show their license plate. I thought about getting one of those. It's a Volvo. But instead, I'll stick with my mild hybrid. I think that's the alley that we just came out of, actually. I'm sorry, just really took the last sip loud. It's Diet Pepsi also, so it's not very tasty. I love Volvos too. A lot of nice Volvo memories. I really love this Grenadier up here though. Is that a Grenadier or is that a Land Rover? There's an English car called the Grenadier, which that actually looks like. My first car was a Volkswagen Rabbit, baby blue. I literally never drove it. It was delivered with a cracked head gasket, and the car dealership took it back right away. Then my first car was a Toyota Corolla Tercel, both of them together. Let's walk up to look at that Parsons building, because we are at the almost complete loop we've done, and the Parsons building is up here on the right-ish. I always found this building to be a little creepy. I don't know if you know the history of the guy. It is kind of makes sense. Thanks for mentioning the Parsons building. It also kind of looks Lego-like to me. So here we are at the end of Old Town. We're going to cross up to the Parsons building. You guys, Parsons building is not going to blow your mind, but it's just, it looks like Lumen. I'm going to take the liberty of J crossing, and we have 5 seconds. I also love these Rivians as well. You can't really see it, but this is the worst parking lot in the world, by the way. I remember one time they had a sign up that was $10, and when I went to drive out, I've never parked here since, like it's 15 years ago. The guy told me it was actually $20.
Hey, spare a dollar.
I don't have any money. The guy told me it was $20 and tried to extort me for another 10. There you go. Thank you. It was Val Surf. That was the surf shop. So this is the parking lot. Don't ever park here. Well, actually, maybe it's not owned by the same people anymore. How are you lost? The Parsons building? So, if you want to do a deep dive, the Parsons building is kind of interesting, and that guy is kind of interesting also. One of the founders of JPL. Has some Aleister Crowley. I'm going to just take this. Walk associations. The building is just creepy-ish, weird, white, modern. I think it gives you that sense of liminal space from the outside. You know, it's really crazy that they didn't connect the 710 and the 210. Is that near Dodger Stadium? Where they took all those houses and then they sat empty for years, and now they're letting people buy them back. They used to party hard with the devil. That's Satan to you and me. Old Town Pub on Fair Oaks. Okay, there's the Parsons building. I don't know that we're going to do it justice. But in a way, it just looks like the office building of the future in the 70s. Drugs and the devil, they go hand in hand, you know, it's a slippery slope. Look at the jacarandas. I wonder when peak jacaranda bloom is, because that would be something to see. If there really are innies and outies and severance, I think it would take place at a building like this. Although it should be a little more isolated. So I don't remember when these buildings here were built, but I don't remember them being here when I was first introduced to this building, meaning I first saw it. I usually park right here. Yeah, BD, I'm sorry I couldn't arrange that today. It is a pretty dreary day. It's been beautiful the past Monday and Tuesday. Yesterday or Monday, it was like a day you could go swimming in the pool. Or, you know, in a body of water. Not the ocean, though. How many miles is that, West Coast? Because I am like 12 miles from here, but it is a crazy 40-minute drive. 26 minutes if I take the freeway. So we are tipping back. This is the Forever 21. I guess it's going to become an R house in the middle of a street. In the middle of the street. That's pretty lucky. I was saying earlier that I used to work here and it was the reverse commute, so it only would take like, 25 minutes to get here on the freeway, or maybe 40 minutes off the freeway. So less than 40 minutes off the freeway. Less time than it takes to get to Venice. That's for sure. One time behind this building, a dumpster was full of, I used to work in this alley, a dumpster was full of like stuff from the video game Diablo 2 maybe. And so I took a copy of Diablo 2 and I called in sick for 3 days playing it. And I'm not even really a gamer. So, the places to go at night here, this whole street that we're on, Colorado Boulevard, is lined with restaurants, one on top of the other. Like, you can't, there's no lack of food here, even from the very cheap to the very expensive. To go out at night, I would, this end of Colorado, Old Town, is perfect. Like, I don't know that you're a bar hopper, but you could bar hop. And so this is the courtyard that we came through earlier, just back on our way out. There used to be a Johnny Rockets here. Not that we care about Johnny Rockets. That's the way we came in earlier. There are a ton of steakhouses. There's a steakhouse over by the City Hall. And then there is the Brazilian steakhouse as well. This is where I got my coffee the other day in Silver Lake. I felt fancy, Alfred. I think the majority of the places don't seem like chains down here. Or they seem kind of local. I mean, the stores are pretty run-of-the-mill until you dip off the street. I love ice cream. Oh my god, what happened to 49 Choices or whatever was here? Oh, it's a gelato ice place anyway. I really love ice cream. A lot. Also Father Nature. I love Father Nature French fries. They would probably kick me out. Do you really want me to go into... Pasadena has a lot of artsy stuff. It's a very artsy community, and I know that's a little pejorative sounding, but it's an older community, so it has a lot of art, even on the streets. I knew I heard something fall out of my pocket. Thankfully it wasn't my car key. South Pasadena is lovely. I love South Pasadena. Whole other animal, eh? I feel like I walked by Niketown at some point. It should be like it's your winter hang, Pasadena. I love the Urban Outfitters building also. South Pasadena is like a little village. South Pasadena is really cute and more artsy than this, more crafty than this. In South Pasadena, the original Nightmare on Elm Street, original Halloween house is there, actually. It's not like announced that it's the Halloween house, it's like an office building now, but it was actually one of the first duplexes ever. The house from Halloween, the first Halloween. Fact. Alright. I will go back to Fair Oaks, and then I think we're gonna I know. We'll walk back to Fair Oaks. We have already walked most of downtown, but I would love to show you the bar. So we'll walk back there. Little shout out to Paper Source.
Fully getting into Arcadia, so
What's it called? The bar again? Old Town Pub. I wonder if they'll carry the torch down this time too. I'm sure it will be exciting, but I wonder how having the Olympics here will screw things up also. I just hate traffic as it is.
Do you want to go back? They protect gay and trans rights nationwide.
There's Salt and Straw. I really can't abide by ice cream that's over $10 though. I know it's great though. If you were paying, I would go to Salt and Straw. I don't have Salt and Straw money yet on my channel. I have thrifty ice cream money, or soft serve that's $5, but I love Salt and Straw. Hey, Mighty Bull, thank you for your words of wisdom. It's always lovely to hear from you and see you here. We're on Fair Oaks. I'm taking a left. Thrifty is all of a sudden one of my faves. I never had it until like maybe the last month or so. And what's the flavor I really like? It's like an old grandma flavor. Malted something crunch. It is literally like ice cream from the 30s. Oh, cross, then turn left. I'm on Fair Oaks right now. I love butter pecan also. We talk about ice cream a lot on this channel. Oh, there's the ice cream place. I love pistachio. Now pistachio is usually like mixed with almond, which I also love almond, but I really love that pistachio flavor. Hey, Jesus! Happy Wednesday. Ice cream for everyone, or maybe frozen yogurt. So this 21 Choices place used to be on Colorado Boulevard where that gelateria was. You know, Jesus, I'm with ya. I don't really know about living in Long Beach County, but I kind of love Long Beach in a way. That's what we're looking for right now, I believe. And that makes it more exciting. I had no idea what we were in for. I wonder how the Pasadena Hotel bed and breakfast is. Whoa. It's probably not opened anymore, but it's not. You can't stay here, Cecilia, but that's pretty cool. There's another courtyard. I'm just gonna walk in here because another delicious Mexican place. I don't think I'm gonna go inside. I drove. I feel like I burn enough calories to eat some really crappy stuff. Although, like, you know, I guess all of this processed food, though, makes us crazy in the head, so, or high processed food, ultra processed food. Train station is right over there. If he can cross, I can cross too. And there's also City Hall. There's nothing like trying to like slim down before a vacation and then gaining all your weight back. In the parking lot, I'm like 1 minute, you're seeing me 1 minute behind you. So I may have already passed the parking lot, but I'm gonna turn around if you tell me to. Pasadena is right next to Eagle Rock, and then Highland Park, Glendale, Silver Lake, Los Angeles. Those are the cities I pass through. I don't go through Highland Park actually, but those are the cities I pass through to get here, and then to the east, like Altadena, Arcadia. Hey, Cariopolis. All right, I'm not sure in the parking lot. Javier, I've already passed it, so I'm gonna turn around. So I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna walk slow. Just tell me when to go left. Oh. We're probably, the 710 is up here. Arcadia is kind of beautiful, actually. I mean, it is beautiful. Stevie Nicks went to Arcadia High also, I think, right? That's the rumor. I worked with a girl who was Korean and Japanese. Lovely girl. But she used to call it Arcasia. Nothing I would say personally. I always forget to push the stupid button.
Wait, 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 wait.
It's a church. I'm gonna walk by the Brown Tower since I came up here, unless I have to turn around to go to the Old Town Pub. I keep singing Old Town Road, which I really don't even know that song very well. Hey, Ernesto. Me too. Don't get me started on organized religion. So we'll walk up to this church. I'll circle around and go back down Fair Oaks, see if we can find the Old Town Pub, unless I need to cross the 710, in which case I'm probably not going to do that. I'm parked over by the Susie Sue Bridge. The clock is also correct on this. I'm gonna see if we can sneak across. What's that? Oh my God, thank you for any new people here. Also for everybody else who's not so new. It's just please subscribe and chat and support the channel. We'd love that. That sounds like a really cool idea, actually. West Coast. I always want to do it on the subway, but I don't know that everybody on the subway would want to be on film. That's... I am using kitty cats. Let's hope I don't get struck by a bolt or something like in The Omen. I think the train just... Yeah, nobody wants a camera in their face in such a small space. Wow, this is a really beautiful church. That's what I was thinking when I went to the, what's it's called? Ciclavia. I was like, you could just sit on the train and hold the camera out the window. All right, I'm gonna walk back down and walk over to Fair Oaks. There's a little row of tenement buildings here. It is, well, old by California standards. I think early 1900s. It's a really fun event when it's in a really cool area. It was in Hollywood Boulevard and I kind of loved it. But then it was over in West Adams, and when it was in West Adams, I feel like it wasn't an interesting enough street that they put it on. So there are also a lot of buildings that look like this in Pasadena that are not quite this nice, actually. West Adams is just no trees. Oh, what the hell is, pardon my French. Look, there's a park over there. Should we walk through this park? I really wanted to go to that bar, though. I'm gonna cross. Hey, MC, happy Wednesday. Thank you so much. They don't have any area in Pasadena that they deem a historic district, but there's so much historical stuff around here. I mean, stuff that hasn't been torn down yet. So by nature, it's pretty historical. I gotta remember to hit that button.
Wait.
Pasadena really kind of revered its history, I think, more so than LA. So I've actually never been in here before. A cute little diversion, although it smells like a pumpkin. Like a couple days after Thanksgiving, that sort of candle burnt pumpkin flesh smell. I like it. Looks like we're having a little event. Actually, these trees are jacarandos, I think. I could be wrong. We got a little, I think, religious moment over there. We will. Ernesto. Oh wait, no, these are cherry blossoms. This is really unknown to me prior. Looks like they have my favorite smell, to be honest with you, are those little white flowers. Crap, I just forgot what they're called. They're like shrubs. And they're all over Hollywood, and their bloom is really sweet. I don't know how I would feel about living so close to the park if it has concerts. No, not gardenias, but that was actually the first thing I thought of. I'll remember what they are in a few minutes. The smell is as potent as a gardenia, though. It's that really sweet jasmine, white jasmine, that's what they are. Does anybody know what these yellow trees are? Yellow trees are? I love those also. It looks like the sky is trying to turn blue. It makes sense. It's got these exercise things. Old Yeller. There's the pyramid. You don't want to stand under it because it'll change your energy. Should we try? It's all written in Armenian. Oh, great. Oh, I thought it said, all who enter, as I walked through it. Yep, the amphitheater, I like to call it a hatch shell, is right over there. They're just doing a sermon over there right now, so I didn't want to mix things up. Okay, I'm on Raymond. I'm walking back to Fair Oaks and taking well, I'm almost on Raymond. I'm walking back to Fair Oaks and taking a left. I would show you the sermon, but they look to be maybe people in need, so I don't want to show any of them. But I will show you this. I don't know what this is. I thought it was a bathroom. Oh, this is the public library. It's really small. Obviously, people have stopped reading as much, and it's really sad to see this library closed. Just kidding. I love succulents. They don't smell, though. I'm joking, that's really not the public library. It's just the building, like the doorway to the old public library, which probably sat there and burnt down. I'm sorry. I was joking. I like the fact that whatever happened to that building, they at least held on to part of it. So the house is over here. These green row houses, I guess maybe we'd call them. They used to be over here too. All the way to, well, maybe not this block, but the next block where this creamy tall building with the top is. Actually, maybe this corner. And I think somebody ran into this house that was on the corner. I think it would be lovely. I think Pasadena also has like a Millionaire's Row. These huge old mansions that I would love to walk by. There's definitely more than one walk to do in Pasadena. I would like to do a nighttime walk. Maybe Joe and I could go here next week and go to the Cheesecake Factory. And there's that creepy Parsons building again. Okay, here I'm back on Fair Oaks. If anybody knows where that bar is, tell me. What time is it? I don't even know. All right, I'm gonna go down on Fair Oaks. I love night walks in general. I sometimes feel like if I have some OCD issues. The sound, as you know, is one of them. But like also the picture quality is another one. I just don't want it to look grainy. 423. 423. Hey, She Clicks Bricks, welcome. It's a kind of great day. We're in Pasadena, in case you didn't realize. No, it works. At first, the nighttime ones were hard because I wasn't getting a great signal. As long as it's at least 5,000 kbps or 4,000 kbps speed, it makes a nice picture. Hello. More like actually, it could have been a Big Bang Theory tour because we did go to see Cheesecake Factory. It was more like a Parks and Rec tour because we went to the City Hall and looked for Leslie Knope. Pawnee City Hall. And then we learned that the 1966 Nutty Professor was filmed there also. I'm so very sad I missed the Old Town pub. I really... So those trees on the right side are jacarandas, I think. Jacarandas don't smell particularly great. I just wanted to see it. I always like when somebody asks me to go somewhere and it's easy and it doesn't result in me getting stabbed. To just sort of like, do it. You can't stay at the Castle Green for sure. I know it's a residence, but I don't know what it originally started out to be. Started out being. It definitely looks like a awesome hotel. Oh, de Rasquela. There's Patagonia. I like getting things from Patagonia. They treat their employees really well. Old Town Pub, da, da, na, 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 Billy Ray Cyrus. Down here, Pasadena has some really cool alleys. Oh well, I'll put a feather in the Old Town Pub. You know, I have a new cheapy phone, but it takes me forever to open it. Oh god, I sound like a grandpa. It's a Google phone, so I don't really know how to use the...
They said they don't provide email address and telephone number. So what we want to do is
the applications on it yet. Me too. We'll put a pin in the Old Town Pub. I just, you know, I want it to be accommodating. There's the Cheesecake Factory. It was in that alley? Alright, let's go in the alley. I also am like a tenacious not giver-upper. And if it's not in the alley, I got to walk in the alley anyway. I love walking in a good alley. We will. I'll email you tonight. I'm really bad about checking my email on like Mondays and Tuesdays. I try to have at least one digital day where I'm not doing anything except for watching other people's YouTube videos. Sunday morning is my day. I do that a lot. Definitely not a MacArthur Park alley. So it's definitely not the Yoshinoya alley, which you can watch a video of on YouTube, by the way. So we're at the back door of Romantics, the adult store. Prince Street Pizza. I'm trying to recall where they told me to turn right. Do you know where the Old Town Pub is?
The what, sir?
Old Town Pub?
No.
No?
Sorry.
Okay, thank you. Because does this really exist? And she's like, why are you trying to drink at 3? This alley is named for Kendall Jenner. Just kidding. I feel like I see it where those group of people are standing. They might be smoking cigarettes and swearing though. So, do we want to do this? All right, Easel Cat. We've been looking for this for 30 minutes. I hope that person is still on this. Every time I go to jaywalk, somebody comes flying down the street. I'm gonna do it now. I smell beer. Another cute little side place. All right. Dun, dun, dun. This alley smells cleaner than my bathroom yesterday after I cleaned it. It literally smells like bleach. Ooh, some buffet plates. Ooh, some bakeware. Oh my gosh. Sorry for the crookedness. I gotta lock that gimbal setting. It keeps doing that and getting all Batman. Oh no.
Wait, you're sure how much is the
That's why, yeah. Okay. Car.
Train station over there.
But like a good one.
Is it up one more? Oh,
Maybe near the cherry blossom. Oh, maybe beside that fence.
this place is really horrible.
The ground
Gold
one
bug.
is actually kind of pretty.
No, I love it. You have to post it.
I went there once and
I think that's gonna be the cover of that.
the lady followed my friend and I around the store, telling us to put our phones away and not take pictures while I'm an adult also. While another lady walked around taking pictures of stuff. Could this be it? What is this? I want to live here actually. Except probably no park. Oh no, they got a little garage. I can't really operate my phone quite yet to find the email, but I appreciate it. It's called Old Town Pub. I'll just ask somebody. I'll ask this dude. Old Town Pub?
I don't know where that is.
Okay,
Sorry.
thanks. There is no Old Town Pub. You guys are yanking my chain. That's the second person. I want to describe it. Oh wait, I came out of that alley. There's another alley. Oh, Jesus. Okay, here we go. Hi, me. Sorry. I don't know what happened there. Guess what we just found? Oh. The Old Town Pub, sorry. No, the gimbal isn't drunk. The gimbal just died. Oh, all right, awesome. So, battery just passed. I never charged it today. It usually lasts a lot longer than this, but we're almost to 3 hours. I think I'm going to use this moment to sign off, go to my car, and drive home. But I really want to say thank you. Take a look at my shoes. I'm going to get some new ones. Thank you guys so much. There's my sauce stain from my whatever. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining here, walking with me in LA. I will be on Friday for sure. I might come on tomorrow as well. Please like and subscribe. I really appreciate the support. Have an awesome night. Thank you so much. Take care. And if I didn't already do that, we got that. And then, if I didn't already do that, here was our thumbnail just for schnitzels and giggles. All right, have an awesome night. Thank you so much for being here. Cheers.